So this is street footage of Flint, Michigan. Flint has a quickly declining population of around 78,000 people that's been declining since the 1960s when it peaked just below 200,000 people. In 2020, the city saw a decline of over 14,000 people. 2020 hit a lot of cities hard, but that's a big number for a smaller city. The city is 57% black, 34% white, and about 4% Hispanic. And like most bad cities, Asians are too smart to live there. The average age is around 36, which is about average for a city like this. The city has a 54% home ownership, but the cost of housing is 65% lower than the national average, so that explains why more people are owning homes there than are renting. The average income is about $29,000, and 33% of the people that live there live below the poverty rate. So 1 in 3 of the people that live there live in poverty. 24% are married, which is extremely low, and 80% were born in Flint, which is about normal. 80% of the people that are currently living there, that's about normal. Sometimes people just kind of get stuck someplace. And so 80% of the people were born there and they just spend the rest of their life there. Homicides typically are in the 30s and 40s each year, giving them murder rates that range from the upper 30s to the low 50s, which would be considered pretty bad compared to most American cities. Chicago is in the low 20s, if that gives you any idea. So the murder rate there is far worse than Chicago. Assault rates range from about 1,000 to 1,300 over the past 10 years. It goes up and down. And to give you some perspective on that, Baltimore is around 900. So the assault rates there are higher than Baltimore. And if you go back to the murder rates are higher than Chicago if you go on a per 100,000 person basis. Violent crime in Flint is 233% higher than the national average. And their year-over-year crime is showing an increase of 29%, which is really high. So with the declining population and with crime rising, those two mixed together are going to make the year-over-year crime, the increased percentage, be that much higher, because as you lose the population, typically the people that are leaving are the non-criminals, are the ones moving out. So it's the increase of 29% is just a combination of both crime rising and people leaving. As far as the schools go in the city, 24% of the children graduate proficient at reading and math. So 1 in 4 of the students that do graduate are proficient at reading and math when they graduate. The Michigan average is 42% and the US average is 48%. So less than half in America graduate, and half of even that in Flint graduate proficient at reading and math. 1 in 4. And 76% of the population of Flint has a high school diploma. So only 3 out of 4 of the people that live there even have a high school diploma. So if you take 3 out of 4 of the people that live there have a high school diploma, and of that 3 out of every 4, only 24% of them are proficient at reading and math. That's how a city continues to have bad crime problems, because if you have people that are graduating that can't get basic jobs, like, they can't give back change at a retail store because they don't have the math ability to even count back change, they can't get jobs. And the crime in the city, if numbers like that continue, the crime is just going to keep getting worse. So I'm going to let the rest of this video play out for you. So enjoy the rest of this footage of Flint, Michigan.